Today I'm looking at my top 5 favourite microbrands that I've had in my collection in 2023. But who ends the year as my number 1 pick? Stay tuned to find out. As ever, it's great to have you here. So I've been fortunate enough to have had 72 watches coming in and out of my collection in the last year, 60 of which have been microbrands and the rest a mixture of mushroom brands and the odd, dare I say, fashion brand. A boatload were kindly gifted to me, a few loaned, and 1 or 2 have actually gone out and bought. A couple I've sold since to keep my wallet zapping hobby under control. And it's probably worth mentioning that I'm not absolutely loaded, so there's plenty out there that I would absolutely love to have in my collection, but actually if I spent all my money on my wish list, it would most definitely be grounds for divorce or perhaps even murder. So whilst my collection is fairly modest in terms of size and combined value, it's most certainly not better than loads of the collections I've seen and lusted after, particularly on Instagram. But hey ho, like most watch collectors, I'm never happy with what I've got. It's also worth mentioning that you won't see the likes of a Sotc, a Tissot, and only 1 piece from AliExpress in my collection, and definitely 0 luxury brands. And that's not because I dislike them, but for no other reason than my own personal preference is for small brands, obscure brands, and microbrands. So all the watches I've had in my collection in 2023 are the Ando A1 Automatic, Axis Akosha, Axis Middle Ages, Benarouz Mako Laguna, Batavi Architect, The Blue Vitruve, Begoff Blue, Buda Hampton, Biop Meridian, Casio CA 53W1ER, Castle and Gazelle Shamsa Gold, Castle and Gazelle Zellage Blue, D1 Milano Anthracite, Deep Blue Master 1000, Deutsch Master 1936 Army Crusader, Far and Swift Wayfinder, Father's Horizon Preceda, Carter Pioneer Red Arctic Edition, Colby Aqua Reef, G-Shock GA2000, G-Shock GMA S2100SK4AER, bloody hell what a name, Helm Kuraburi Matte Black and Orange Dial, Helm Kuraburi Titanium Matte White Dial, Helm Kuraburi Matte Black Dial, Helm Komodo, Helm Vanuatu, Herita Edgard Watermelon Edition, Holgar Sport Auto, Ataru Classic, Ingersoll the Daniels 1892 Brown Dial, Ingersoll the Daniels 1892 White Dial, Invogler Nugentars, Carl Multiverse, Lasabia Sport Classic, Liberum DMD 001 Automatic, Mark Time Mark 1, Maven MUS +6 Olive P Automatic, Medidi Sovereign, Montprunia Snow White Edition, Mr. Jones Watches Number Cruncher, Mr. Jones Watches Ricochet, Namo GMT, NTH Devil Ray, Nubio Da Vinci Black Ice, Oliver Green Arbor, OVD Okiora, Perrin Nigaro BW, Phoebos Wavemaster, Project Watches Pride Prism, Project Watches The Ray, Project Watches Kubich Kataki, a piece of shit from AliExpress, Quasar Light Automatic, Revlot R10 Admiral GMT, Revolver A7 AS, Sherwood the Commander, Sternglass Neos Automatic, Swarovski, Octia Bissell, Temporal Watches Remora, the Gallo OEG, Unison Model Orbital, Van Banner Adroit, Van Banner PM2 White Dial, Van Banner PM2 Mint Blue Dial, Van Banner VBAO, Vario 1918 Trench, Verhoy AO1 Automatic, Verhoy Black and Gold, Vostok European Expedition Black Dial, W Laboratory Octan, W Laboratory Speed Happy Rainbow, Yes World Watch V7, and the Zebek Corsair ZC1. Whew! So that was the state of my collection in 2023, and I've very much enjoyed wearing each and every one, whilst also having an unbelievable amount of fun scripting, filming, editing, and publishing content for the purposes of review, but deep down it's probably more for the purposes of creating content on Premiere Pro, which is one of my biggest hobbies in life. Anyway, I do have a top 5 favourite microbrands, and I chose my top 5 really by the virtue of what I wore the most, what I enjoyed wearing the most, and really just a matter of absolute personal preference. So basically my favourites of the year, and at number 5 is a microbrand established in 2023 by getting funded on Kickstarter. It's Sherwood the Commander, a diver's watch I very much enjoyed wearing before creating a review for it prior to its Kickstarter launch. This is the Sunburst Blue Dial, 40mm case diameter, 316L stainless steel case, BGW9 lume, double dome sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment, 200 meters of water resistance, and powered by a Miyota 9039. But definitely for me, the Sunburst Blue being the absolute star of the show, and I particularly love the theme that surrounds it. Sherwood is based on Sherwood Forest, famed for its famous outlaw Robin Hood and his merry men, and also the Major Oak, an English oak tree believed to be nearly 1,000 years old and weighing in at 23 tons. And I particularly enjoyed taking the Commander around Sherwood Forest for my walk around, which you can find at the end of my review of the Commander by Sherwood. The Commander is available on the Sherwood website at £450, $575 USD or €515, and it's also worth mentioning the quirky markings on the bezel that act as the limb of a bow when sat in its default position. At number 4, a microbrand all the way from the USA, and a watch that sat on my wrist absolutely perfectly is the Buy-Up Meridian, a pilot's watch sporting an internal rotating bezel controlled by an upper crown, designed to be a second time zone. It's 42mm case diameter, 316L stainless steel, Swiss C3 Supernova sapphire crystal with blue anti-reflective coating, and powered by the NH35A. Buy-Up stands for Be Your Own Pilot, and all their watches take inspiration from aviation cockpit dials and matching black and white sword style hands. And I particularly enjoyed taking the Meridian to the Yorkshire Air Museum for my walk around, which you can find at the end of my review of the Meridian by Buy-Up. The Meridian is available at an amazing $249 USD. That's about 195-ish Great British pounds or €225, and it's also worth noting the really cool official US military aviation numbered fonts in the aviation Pantone colour orange. It really was an absolute joy to wear. At number 3 is a microbrand from Copenhagen in Denmark, and that is the Verhøj AO1 Automatic, and a watch that I absolutely love because of its Nordic minimalistic theme and the fact that it's made from both wood and steel. This AO1 design merges natural walnut and 316L gunmetal, which I absolutely adore. 40mm case diameter, the 316L polished black gunmetal case, sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, and powered by the Miyota 8215. And I just love the golden hour and minute hands that spin around the circular brushed gunmetal dial, which is contained within the utterly fantastic natural walnut wood. It really is a beautiful and distinctive timepiece, and I particularly enjoyed taking the AO1 around the Northwood Trail, England's fairy sanctuary, which is nestled within a beautiful woodland a few miles north of the city of York, for my walk around, which you can find at the end of my review of the AO1 by Verhøj. The Verhøj AO1 Automatic is available for $445 USD. That's around 350 GB squids, 400-ish euros, and it's also worth noting that Verhøj plant a tree for every single order by donating to the non-profit organisation One Tree Planted to support reforestation. Now how cool is that? At number 2 in my top 5 favourite microbrands of 2023 is the truly brilliant Horizon Precida from Italian microbrand Fathers, and a watch that wore exceptionally around my wrist. The Horizon was born out of the owner's passionate love for the sea, to which their fondest memories are linked. 40mm case diameter, satin finished 316L stainless steel at the case, and on its 120 clip unidirectional bezel, which by the way is complete with ceramic insert from a single mould. Now the dial is sensational, showcasing an incredible embossed monogram with oil press treatment. It also sports C3 Supernova, a flat sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, and is powered by the Swiss-made automatic Sellita SW201. Now Fathers was created by two friends with a passion for watches who decided to create a brand that represents the values that are closest to their hearts: family, craftsmanship, quality and beauty. It really is for me a work of art on the wrist, and I particularly enjoyed taking the Horizon to the place that I grew up, Sunderland in the northeast of England, for my walk around, which you can find at the end of my review of the Horizon. At 1,310 UK pounds sterling, 1665 USD, 1,500 euros, it's a bit on the sharp side, but for me stands up to its price point fairly well. And it's also worth noting that the Horizon Precida is inspired by the beautiful island of Precida in Italy, just off the coast of Naples. And at number 1 of 2023, my top pick of the year, and a watch that is a perfect fit for me personally, and one I truly, truly, truly love. It's the amazing, it's the fantastic, it's the brilliant, the one and only Nero Rogue BW from Microbrand Perrin. Limited to 100 units worldwide, this perennial product is hand-built in Switzerland. It's 39mm diameter at the case, which actually sports a marine grade stainless steel, of which is bead blasted, circular brushed and hand polished. Has a fantastic black PVD plated unidirectional 120 clicks bezel with a bezel insert made from stainless steel with one layer of titanium nitride. The dial is an utterly brilliant metallic dial with embossed indices, has a scratch-proof flat sapphire with 3 anti-reflective layers, BGW9 Swiss Superluminova on the indices and hands, and is powered by the Swiss automatic Solita SW201 and is in-house regulated. Now, there's not much more I can say about this fantastic watch other than I adore the inspiration behind the watch. It's inspired by Transylvania and its ancestors, and the perennial philosophy of the ancient Transylvanian cultures is retrieved in the ethereal existence of Perrin, and I really feel that it is the most inspired microbrand I've ever come across, and where better than taking the Perrin Nero Rogue BW around Whitby Abbey in North Yorkshire, a place that Bram Stoker himself visited and provided him with the inspiration to write the brilliant novel Dracula. It really is a sensational timepiece that I can't say enough about, and for 689 Swiss francs, about 650 UK pounds sterling, 825 USD, 745-ish euros, with this particular water resistant strap, you really are getting something magical, something magnificent around your wrist with an exceptional inspiration backing it up. And also note that every perennial watch is in-house, hand-built in Switzerland by certified watchmakers using only first-class materials. After the assembly process is concluded, all Perrin watches are thoroughly tested in order to fit the rigorous Swiss quality standards. So there you have it, my top pick of the year, the Perrin Nero Rogue BW, and what a year it has been for me and my channel. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for watching this, and for watching my content this year. I've really enjoyed filming and wearing microbrands in 2023, and it's been a fantastic second year for my channel, and I really appreciate having you here. I wish you a prosperous and happy 2024, and I wish you the very best.